This is Wurkkos HD01 Pro. It's a flat style flashlight which has multiple modes. So you have a side lantern, you have flood and spot, you have UV and a green laser. So it produces 1200 of max lumen and 157 meters of maximum throw. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Hello everyone, welcome to EDC Glow and Gears. Today we are looking into Wurkkos HD01 Pro. It's a flat style flashlight. It has a deep pocket clip and it can produce up to 1200 lumens of maximum brightness. So it comes with a HM emitter which produces 6000 to 6500 Kelvin of color temperature, and we have the black model. So this is the box. Let's go ahead and unbox it. So it has a magnetic door, which is pretty nice. We have a card which says 4 clicks forward button to unlock before using, which is okay. So this is the forward button and this is the rear button. So let's keep this aside. So then we have the manual. So let's take a quick look. So this is English. Yes, this is English. All right, so we have a minimum of 1 lumen, which is the moonlight mode. Then the maximum, which is the turbo, is 1200 lumens, and even the strobe is 1200 lumen. So we have a side light, which is also 1 lumen, which goes up to 180 lumens. Then we have the maximum beam distance of 157 meters. And then we have the specification. Yes, it is a HM emitter. Then we have 16 CSP 1313 emitters on the side, 15 RGB emitters. Then we have a 365 nanometer UV and 1 green laser. Alright, so let's dive into the box. So we get a lanyard, which is very good quality, I would say. Then we have a USB A to USB-C cable. And then we have the flashlight. So it comes nicely packed in this soft foam. It's not going to get damaged while shipping. So that's pretty nice. All right, so we have the Wurkkos HD01 Pro. It's made out of complete aluminum and it's pretty well built. And we have 2 buttons, the forward and the rear button. Then we have the USB-C charging port. And the cap is really nice. You can see it gets flush if you press and secure it. Then we have 2-way deep carry pocket clip. So you can actually put this on your hat to make a makeshift headlight. So this is your lantern, and this is your spot and flood emitter, and this is the UV. And in the bottom center, which you see, is the green laser. So you can see it's a smooth reflector for both UV and the white LED emitter. So it looks like XLP 17 or 13. It's a de-domed orange peel reflector, and this also has that UV coating on this glass. This face is also slightly raised, so if it falls on its face, it's not going to damage the lens, which is pretty nice. And the tail end is also magnetic. Let me grab a screwdriver. Yeah, it's pretty solid, and you can see I'm shaking it pretty hard. It's not giving up, so it's pretty strong. So you can stick it to any of the magnetic surface and use this. All right, so jumping into the UI. So okay, so you see that this is what they have mentioned, that we have to unlock this 4 clicks forward button to unlock before using. So this is locked right now. So 1 2 3 4, and then we have the green laser. So this is the green laser. I'm not going to point it towards the camera. So this is the green laser, and it's pretty bright. I'm pretty sure it's going to go pretty far. So double click, we have the side light, which is the lantern mode. So if we press and hold, it cycles to its low, medium, and high. So this is the low mode, medium, high. So let me switch off the lights, and you can see it's pretty bright. Now this is the highest mode, and if I make it low, it is still, you can easily read stuff with this. It's pretty bright. For complete darkness and you want to read something, you can do that. This is the low, medium. So low, medium. So even the medium is pretty high, and the highest brightness is also very high bright. So that's really nice. So let me get back the light. Okay, so if I press once, the green laser comes on. If I press and hold, it does nothing. Double click, it goes to the side light. So press and hold, oh sorry, press and switches off. 1 2, okay, 1 2 3, it starts the special blinkers, which is red and blue. 1 click, switch off. 1 2 3, it starts the RGB special blinker. 1 2, then we have this multicolor RGB mode, the rainbow mode. 1 2, so you have raindrops, which is changing color with every drop. 1 2, and it goes back to the special blinkers. All right, so now coming to this one, the second button, press and hold, you get the moonlight on the spot beam. Press and hold. Okay, so this, okay, I think I clicked on the wrong button. Yes, so this one, press and hold, cycles through 4 levels of brightness. So press and hold gives you moonlight, then press and hold, eco, low, medium, high, and I can say the high is actually the turbo. So medium, high, turbo, low, medium, high, and turbo. And the turbo is really bright. The camera is getting out of the exposure level, so it's blowing out the detail, but it's pretty bright. If I keep my hand close to this, I can feel the heat in my palm. All right, so press and hold, 1 click, you get the spot beam. Double click, we switch to UV. So does it have any brightness? No, we don't have any brightness, but I can feel the heat in my palm. So one thing which I noticed, that for all the other colors, all the other mode, we have the green ring which glows around this particular switch. So let me switch on the flood, so you can see it's green, right? So but for UV, the moment I turn to UV, it becomes red, which is nice. So let me grab something and see how does the UV do. So we have a ring, so it's already charged by the light. So 1 2, you can see if I remove this, it's growing very bright. Let me grab something else. So yeah, it's really nice, really bright, and it has a very focused beam. You can see because of the smooth reflector, it has a very nice hot spot, and then you have the spill. Okay, so let's switch it off. And we do also have a passive light for this flashlight to be searched in the dark. So how do we turn it on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this locked the flashlight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's unlock. Lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, this is the mode. So you can see none of the emitters are on, but you can leave this in the dark and it will keep on breathing like this. So you can easily locate your flashlight in the dark, which is a pretty nice feature to have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes off. So I'm very impressed with the size. So let me grab a marker. So this is the highlighter which we use, right? So you can see it's pretty close to this, slightly longer. So this is an inch wide and probably 4.5 inch long and probably half-inch thick, and it's probably the same size of a highlighter. So this is pretty nice. It has a nice clip. It's a two-way clip, so you can slip into your pocket, and it's pretty deep. So probably 1/4 or the 1/4 inch is going to stick out of your pocket, and otherwise you can use it from this end on your hat and use it as a makeshift headlamp. All right, so let's go outside and see the beam shot, and then we will come back. All right, so today we have Wurkkos HD01 Pro. So let's see the spotlight. So this is the moonlight mode. You can barely see it in the camera. Press and hold. Next, brightness. And this is pretty decent for evening walk. This is the next brightness. And you can see it is reaching the circle of the tree. This is the next brightness. It is going pretty far. It is crossing this trees and reaching slightly on the next tree. So this also has UV, which is barely visible on the camera. Now this also has a laser, you can see, and it is reaching the tree and almost at the end of the park. You can see that, right? And if I double press, it has a side light. So press and hold. 3 brightness, and it's almost neutral white. And if I double press from this, okay, I think triple press, this gets into special mode. Press and hold, double press, it gets into this rainbow color. Double press, it gets into this raindrop mode. Double press, it goes back to red and blue. So press and hold, I can change the color. Switch it off, double press, this gives me the side light, which is kind of a lantern mode. You can place it on the desk and use it. So low, medium, and high. Low, medium, high. And if I single press, it turns on the laser. The second button, if I press, it turns on the UV. So press and hold. This is the spotlight, and this is the brightest it gets, which is pretty good for the size of this light. And it is spread. It has a good hotspot along with a little bit of spill, so you can see things around. Double press. This turns on the UV, and when you have the UV on, this creates this red hello on the button. And there's also a mode where you can press this button 5 times, and 1 2 3 4 5, and this ring will breathe. So you can see none of the lights are on, so you can keep this mode on so that you can find it in the dark. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and yes, you can switch it off. All right, so let's head back inside. I wanted to add a little trick which I found. So while playing around with this, I noticed that these rings which you see is also glow in the dark. Let me quickly give you a demo. So right now you see it's pretty dim and you can barely see it right now. But if I use a UV light and shine on it, it starts glowing. It's not the flashlight is turned on. This is a glow in the dark ring. I didn't know that, but I was playing around and found that these rings are also glow in the dark, which is pretty nice. So that's crazy. They have so many features built into this. So you can see this doesn't glow, and if I shine light on this, it starts glowing, right? Similarly, if I shine light on this, not light, UV light, then it starts glowing. That's amazing. Also, I really want to see something, if this is something which will help me. So we have a UV card. So this says that it has a 365 nanometer UV light. So let's see. So if we shine this UV light on this particular strip, depending on the color, we can understand the spectrum. So let's do that. Okay, so you can see it's between 150 to 500, right? So yeah, they are pretty accurate with their specification. Sorry. So if you see, let me redo it. So yeah, you can see it's between 150 to 500. So it is a 365 nanometer UV light. So I wanted to just add that to this video so that I can give out this information to you guys too. All right, thank you. All right, so you saw the beam shot and the drone shots also, how it looks. So I'm impressed with the beams, the concentrated hotspot, and a little bit of spill. So you can easily take this out for a walk in the park, or if you are walking towards your car in the dark garage or parking area. This can come really handy, and it's very bright for its size. So it packed a really good punch, and this is very reasonably priced. So I am confused how they were able to manage this high quality flat style flashlight to be so affordable. I won't call it cheap because this is not cheap at all. This is well built, but the price is very affordable. And kudos to Wurkkos for making such a beautiful light. And this is hardly 100 grams. So if you keep it in your pocket, it's not going to feel anyway. The weight is so less that you won't feel anything that it exists in your pocket. right? So let me know if you like this video, if there is any question, and if you want to make a purchase. I would add the link in the description so that you can directly go to the website and get yourself one. So this is the black version. They do have a orange version also, and they have recently released a Halloween special orange color, and they do have a new blue color which looks stellar. So let me know in the comments if you have any question, if you have any suggestion for any videos, for any improvement over the videos on the reviews. I will definitely look into that and try to incorporate that for the next video. Till then, you have a good day. Thank you.